Before we begin, I want you to imagine this. You're driving home after a long day. Heavy rain is falling, and everyone is rushing to get somewhere warm. Then you notice an elderly man walking alone on the side of the road, soaked to the bone, struggling to take another step. Most people drive past without slowing down. But one single mom makes a different choice. She rolls down her window and says, "Get in. Let me take you home." She has no idea that this simple act of kindness will change her life forever. What happened the very next morning left her speechless. A knock at her door would reveal a secret about the old man that no one could have imagined. Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness becomes the beginning of the biggest miracle. Before we continue, welcome to Stories of Kindness. If you enjoy heartwarming stories that restore your faith in humanity, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us spread more kindness, one story at a time. Emma was 34 years old and raising her 8-year-old son, Noah, by herself in a small town in Ohio. Life had never been easy since her husband passed away 3 years earlier. She worked long hours as a nurse's assistant at a local care center, often taking extra shifts just to keep the lights on and food on the table. Every dollar mattered. Every day was a struggle. But no matter how difficult life became, Emma refused to let hardship steal her kindness. Her old blue sedan had seen better days. The heater barely worked, the windshield wipers squeaked across the glass, and the engine made strange noises every morning. Still, it got her where she needed to go, and that was enough. One cold November evening, rain poured from the dark sky as Emma finished another exhausting shift. She was eager to get home, cook dinner, and help Noah finish his homework. The roads were crowded, and everyone seemed impatient to escape the storm. As she turned onto a quiet country road, her headlights caught the figure of an elderly man walking slowly along the shoulder. His thin coat was soaked through, and he leaned heavily on a worn wooden cane. Each step looked painful. Cars rushed past him, splashing water onto his shoes without stopping. Emma's heart sank. She glanced at the dashboard clock. She was already running late. Noah would be waiting. Money was tight, gas wasn't cheap, and turning around would add precious minutes to her drive. But something inside her wouldn't let her keep going. She eased the car onto the shoulder and rolled down the passenger window. "Sir," she called gently through the rain. "Please, get in. Let me take you home." The old man looked surprised. For a moment, he simply stared at her, almost as if he couldn't believe someone had stopped. "You don't have to do that," he said softly. "I know," Emma replied with a warm smile. "But I'd like to." The man climbed carefully into the car, dripping rainwater onto the floor mats. "I'm Arthur," he said quietly. "I'm Emma." As they drove through the rain, Arthur thanked her several times. His voice was calm and gentle. He explained that his car had broken down several miles away, his phone battery had died, and he decided to walk instead of waiting for help. Emma shook her head. Nobody should be walking alone in weather like this. Arthur smiled sadly. "You'd be surprised how many people think someone else will stop." The drive lasted only 20 minutes, but their conversation felt meaningful. Arthur asked about her family, and Emma told him about Noah and the challenges of being a single mother. "You must be tired," Arthur said. "I am," she admitted with a laugh. "But my son reminds me every day why I keep going." Arthur looked out the rain-covered window. "The world needs more mothers like you." When they reached a modest neighborhood, Arthur pointed toward a small brick house surrounded by tall oak trees. "This is home." Emma parked in the driveway and helped him carry a small grocery bag to the porch. Before going inside, Arthur turned toward her. "I don't have anything with me to repay your kindness." Emma smiled. "You already have. Just promise me you'll stay warm tonight." The old man's eyes filled with gratitude. "Young lady," he whispered, "kindness always finds its way back home." Emma simply waved goodbye, never imagining those words would come true the very next morning.